Hey everyone, and this is Destiny, and welcome back to another video. And as promised, I wanted to keep my promise to you all and talk about dispatching and pretty much teach you all the 12 steps of dispatching. And I have a lot of sauce for you all, and I'm going to break this down in a few videos so that I won't compile everything in one video. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Destiny. I am pretty much the owner of A&D Trucking Logistics Services. I have mentored over 100 individuals how to start a trucking-based business, and I love it. I enjoy it. I quit my job in 2019, and I never looked back, and here I am, and I have made more money in business for myself than I ever made at any job. So I believed in myself, and that's my why. I wanted freedom and flexibility. And before I get started, I'm just going to tell you this. Starting a trucking-based business is easy. Maintaining is the hard thing. You have to understand why you're doing what you're doing. You just can't say, well, everybody said you can make some money, so I'm going to start a dispatch business. That will not sustain you. What will sustain you is understanding why you're doing it. Let me ask you this before we get started, and this is how I pretty much mentor all my mentees. I ask them to write down why they want to start a dispatch business. Why? Do you want to make the money? Do you want to change your life? What is it? Because whatever you write down, that's going to determine if you can maintain it or not. So my why was freedom and flexibility. I wanted to be able to do things in my life, to be able to build generational wealth for my children, and to retire very early. So I did not want to work a 9 to 5. I did not. I always been involved in my children's lives from the moment that they were born, and I wanted to maintain that. And I also wanted more than my life offered with a 9 to 5. So that's why I'm here. Make sure before you continue on this in this video that you write down your why. You know exactly why you're going to finish this video and you're going to finish this free course. Make sure you write it down. So once you wrote down why you want to start a trucking-based business, why you want to start a dispatch business, why you want to go in business with yourself, now we're going to establish your entity. When you're establishing your entity, please do not put trucking and dispatching in your title. You want to make sure that your business is not red flag to any bank institutions. Okay, so you want to make sure that you avoid dispatching and trucking, and you may say Destiny, but your name include trucking. I'm in the process right now of changing my name. I have gotten a lot of business credit and it has not hindered me, but I know how to get business credit, and I am in the process of changing my business name as we speak. So if you want to pit trucking and dispatching, listen, I'm not a lawyer, and I'm just pretty much giving you my opinion. So once you have your LLC, you need to make sure that your name is available. Once you make sure your name is available, go ahead to pretty much either hire somebody like me to do your LLC, or you can hire somebody else or do it yourself if you know how to do it. Then you want to make sure that you get your EIN, which you can go to irs.gov and get your business checking account. And now you're just pretty much ready to dispatch once you have your low boy and your agreement. You want to make sure that you have an agreement so that the owner operator will sign your agreement. Okay, but when I have all those things in place, then the very first thing I want to do is, once I pretty much either get a driver on the phone or they call me, then I want to interview them. I want to get to know them, and they need to get to know me. I ask them a series of questions. Okay, what's your MC number? What's your DOT number? What do you have? A semi truck, box truck, hot shot? What kind of trailer do you have? Do you have any accessories? Do you have a TWIC card? Do you have a hazmat? These are some of the questions that I'm asking them so I can get to know them. How much money you want to make in a given week? Where are you willing to go? Okay, and then they tell me all those different things and we finish the conversation. I tell them some things about me. Then I'm going to send them my courier packet. I'm going to send them my courier packet. On my courier packet, they have a place where they can upload their W-9, proof of authority, proof of insurance, and an NOA, which is a notice of assignment. If they do not have a factoring company, you're going to need a voided check. Meaning that they give you a blank check from their banking institution and it's going to have the words voided on it. Or if they have a factoring company, they're going to give you a notice of assignment. Do not start dispatching for people if you do not have these things in place. Because if you do not have these things in place, you're not going to be able to properly dispatch them. Because you're going to get to the point where, though, while you're filling out a courier packet, you need this information, you don't have it, and then you're waiting on your driver's backing up to the inner door, and the broker's like, well, I don't want to wait. It's been 20 minutes, and I still didn't get this information, so I'm about to pass this load. And then you're losing out on a load, which potentially could be the load that you already needed, and now your driver doesn't have a load, he has to wait. So do not start booking loads until you have everything back that you need to properly dispatch someone. A lot of dispatchers, you know, when you first get started, you like, oh yes, I want the drivers, and you half doing it. Don't half doing it. And I get it, because a lot of the times owner operators don't feel comfortable giving you that factor information. You don't need their login. But you must tell them, in order to properly do your job, you're going to have to check the broker's credit. Now, I have a factoring company because I have my own trucking company with my husband. So I'm able to check broker's credit with that. And I tell them, I'm checking it with my factoring company. So if you're not giving me your factoring company information, I can't check it with them. But for the most part, if my factoring company takes it, 9 times out of 10, that factoring company is going to take it too. So that's not a deal breaker to me. I don't push if somebody doesn't want to give me their factor information as far as their login. Okay, if they want to factor their own loads, then I allow them to do that. That's not for me to say, oh, I want to factor your loads. No, that's perfectly fine. I just need your factoring information, like the factoring address or and your NOA, because I need to be able to sign, fill out the courier packets and sign with your name. So, and then some drivers say, well, I want to fill out my own courier packets. And I let them know, okay, if any chance that we are losing out on loads because you're not filling them out fast enough, then we're going to have to, come back to the table. You want to be flexible, because these drivers have been through a lot. Okay, these drivers have been through a lot. People have been scamming them. So you have to come to them at a different level. Don't just be so pushy like, oh no, no, you have to understand and respect them, because some drivers have been taken advantage of, okay? And I have witnessed it. So I'm not scared to say, okay, well, we're going to do it your way. And whenever your way is not working, we're going to come back to the table, because now you have understand that you're willing to trust me and I'm willing to trust you. Because the driver wanted to make sure that you have their best interest in their business, and you have their back. Stay tuned where I talk to you more about what you need to be a good, successful dispatcher.